Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. The ultimate guide to roasted beef and asparagus, flavorful, easy and nutritious. Few dishes feel as timeless and satisfying as roasted beef paired with asparagus. This duo isn't just about taste, it's a balance of hearty flavors and vibrant, fresh nutrition. The tender, juicy beef complements the crisp, earthy bite of asparagus, making it a favorite on dinner tables everywhere. Whether you're after a quick weeknight meal or planning something special, this combination is both easy to prepare and packed with flavor. Choosing the best cut of beef. When it comes to roasting beef, the cut you choose can make or break the dish. Each cut brings its own unique blend of flavor, tenderness, and texture to the table. The cost can vary widely, too, so knowing the differences is essential whether you're treating yourself or sticking to a budget. Let's break it down. Prime cuts for roasting. When you're looking for beef that's tender, juicy, and packed with flavor, the prime cuts are where it's at. These are ideal for special occasions or if you just want to impress anyone at the dinner table. Popular options include ribeye roast, known for its rich marbling. A ribeye delivers that melt-in-your-mouth experience. It's flavorful and stays incredibly tender when roasted. Sirloin roast, slightly leaner than ribeye but still flavorful. Sirloin balances tenderness with a more budget-friendly price tag. It's a classic choice for roasting. Tenderloin, the king of tenderness. Tenderloin is the most delicate cut of beef. It's not the most flavorful on its own, but its butter-soft texture makes it a showstopper. Each of these cuts cooks beautifully under dry heat and pairs wonderfully with sides like roasted asparagus. Budget-friendly alternatives. You don't always need to spend a fortune to enjoy a tasty roasted beef dish. There are several cuts that deliver big flavor with a little extra love and attention. They're often more affordable but still perform beautifully in the oven. Some worth considering include chuck roast. This cut comes from the shoulder area, which means it's loaded with beefy flavor. While it's tougher than prime cuts, it turns tender with slow roasting. Top round roast, lean and wallet friendly. This cut is best when cooked to medium rare to avoid drying out. Bottom round roast, another economical choice. This cut is ideal for pot roasts or low and slow cooking to bring out its full potential. These cuts might need a bit more preparation, like marinating or slow roasting, but they're perfect for hearty, flavorful meals without the hefty price tag. Add a bit of seasoning and pair with roasted asparagus for a delicious and affordable feast. Marbling and its importance. Marbling is the tiny streaks of fat running through the beef. It's more than just a visual cue, it's a promise of flavor and texture. Why? Because those little ribbons of fat melt during cooking, adding moisture and a buttery richness to the meat. When selecting a cut for roasting, look for one with consistent marbling throughout. Cuts like ribeye naturally excel here, but even more affordable options like chuck roast can benefit when properly cooked. Leaner cuts like tenderloin, on the other hand, lack marbling but compensate by being incredibly tender. Keep in mind that marbling isn't just about taste, it's also about how forgiving your roast will be. Cuts with more marbling are less likely to dry out if slightly overcooked, making them great for beginner cooks or those who prefer their beef on the well-done side. By understanding the role marbling plays, you can choose the right cut for your roasting needs, whether you want a premium roast or a satisfying meal on a budget. Preparing asparagus for roasting. Asparagus is the perfect partner to roasted beef, a crisp green accent that balances the richness of the meat. To make sure your asparagus shines on the plate, proper selection and preparation are key. Let's walk through how to pick the freshest spears, prepare them for the oven and season them for maximum flavor. How to select fresh asparagus. Not all asparagus is created equal, and choosing fresh, high-quality spears can make a big difference in your dish. Here's what to look for when shopping. Bright green color. The tips should be vibrant and tightly closed. Avoid any asparagus with yellowing or mushy tips. Firm stalks. Gently squeeze the stalks. They should feel firm, not limp or rubbery. Uniform thickness. Whether you prefer thin, delicate spears or thicker, heartier ones, aim for consistency. This ensures even cooking. Avoid overly woody spears. Check the bottoms of the stalks. If they're dried out or split, the asparagus may be too old to roast well. Pro tip: if possible, buy locally and in season. Asparagus has the best flavor and texture when it's fresh from the farm. Trimming and cleaning tips. Before you roast asparagus, you'll need to prepare it. While this step is straightforward, following a few tips will help you avoid tough, woody bites and ensure clean, crisp results. Rinse thoroughly. Asparagus grows close to the ground, so dirt and grit can settle in. Rinse the stalks under cold water, paying extra attention to the tips. Trim the woody ends. The bottom portion of each stalk is tough and fibrous. To remove it, grab the end of a spear and gently bend until it snaps. It will naturally break where the tender part begins. Optionally, line up the rest of the stalks and trim them at the same spot for a more uniform look. Pat them dry. Moisture can prevent proper roasting. Use a paper towel or clean kitchen cloth to make sure the asparagus is completely dry before seasoning. Getting these basics right makes for asparagus that roasts evenly with tender insides and crisp, caramelized edges. Flavor pairings for asparagus. The beauty of asparagus is that it pairs well with a wide range of seasonings and ingredients. Here are a few flavor combinations to elevate your roasted asparagus. Classic and simple. Olive oil, salt and black pepper. Sometimes less is more. A squeeze of lemon juice and zest for brightness. Rich and savory. Melted butter combined with minced garlic or shallots. Sprinkle with parmesan for a nutty, cheesy finish. Herb-forward flavors. Fresh thyme, rosemary, or oregano for earthy notes. Chopped parsley or dill for a fresh, vibrant pop. Bold and zesty. Crushed red pepper flakes for a subtle kick of heat. Balsamic glaze for a hint of tangy sweetness. Experimenting with these combinations can help you create a side dish that perfectly complements the flavor profile of your roasted beef. Don't be afraid to mix and match. Cooking is equal parts technique and creativity. The right seasoning brings out the asparagus's natural sweetness and enhances its earthy undertones. Perfect roasting techniques. When it comes to creating the perfect roasted beef with asparagus, it's all about technique. Roasting may seem simple, but small details make a huge difference in achieving juicy, flavorful beef and tender crisp asparagus. Here's how to master this cooking method step by step. Preparing the beef for roasting. The first step to perfect roasted beef is proper preparation. This isn't just about seasoning, it's also about timing and patience. Whether you're working with a premium cut or a budget-friendly roast, these tips will set you up for success. Season generously. Beef has bold, natural flavors, and your seasonings should complement, not overpower, it. A classic mix of coarse salt and cracked black pepper is timeless, but you can elevate it with garlic powder or minced garlic for depth. Smoked paprika for a hint of smoky warmth. Fresh herbs like rosemary or thyme tucked into slits in the roast. Marinate if needed. Tougher cuts like chuck or round benefit greatly from a marinade. Try a simple blend of olive oil, lemon juice, soy sauce, and fresh herbs. Let the beef soak for at least 2 hours, or overnight for maximum flavor and tenderness. Let it rest at room temperature. Take the beef out of the fridge about 30 to 60 minutes before roasting. This ensures even cooking, which means fewer dry edges and a perfectly done center. By preparing the beef thoughtfully, you're already halfway to a flavorful roast. That's all for part 1. I hope you're excited to try this delicious recipe. Stay tuned for part 2 where we'll walk through the cooking process step by step. See you in the next part. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.